Based on the game requirements, we'll now design the game interface and its code. Here's a doodle of the user interface. Here, you can see that we've also decided that the helicopter will say ouch every time it falls onto a cloud. When designing our code, it is important to avoid any unnecessary detail. In computer science, this is called abstraction, and it involves tackling a problem by focusing only on its important aspects. For example, when creating geographical maps, we abstract from reality. We don't put on the map everything that there is in the region. We only put the information that is of interest or relevance. Abstraction also involves choosing the right level of detail. For instance, we can measure time in terms of years, months, weeks, days, hours, minutes, seconds, and so forth. But when talking about our summer holidays, we don't normally refer to the particular second or minute that something happened. We'll most probably refer to specific weeks or days. This is the right level of abstraction for the topic of summer holidays. Can you think of any other examples of abstraction? For instance, in famous paintings? Post them in the discussion forum. So just like when creating maps, we abstract from reality, when building computer programs, we need to remove a lot of unnecessary details. So when creating a simple game for driving a helicopter, we don't need to worry about representing the actual driving process. We can simply focus on the things that matter. We want the helicopter to move up, down, right and left, and that's it. Similarly, we don't need to differentiate between different types of clouds, like a meteorologist would do. We simply consider different cloud shapes and sizes, and that will do. Designing our code also involves decomposing the game into its parts, just like we did in the fruit cutting example. Here are the parts identified for the helicopter game. The program part for the helicopter's movement can be further decomposed into moving upwards, downwards, to the left and to the right. Now let's think about the algorithm for moving the helicopter to the right. When we press the right arrow in our keyboard, the helicopter should move to the right and change costume so it's a bit more realistic. The algorithms for moving the helicopter to the other directions are similar. Let's consider the program part for touching the clouds. The algorithm for this looks like this. And now let's look at the third part of our program. Whenever the helicopter reaches the stage edge, we want to get a new configuration of clouds. Okay, we've now got a good idea of what it is that we want to program and how. Let's use Scratch to implement our program.